You live?
Yeah.
All right, so we are with We Are Change Connecticut here in New York at the Council on Foreign Relations. And, you know, last night, I run truthbroadcastnetwork.com. Howard Nima, of course, broadcast 9 p.m. And I was in Torrington, Connecticut. He put on a performance, he put on a benefit for a family that's stricken down by the cancer industry. And he rocked the house. And you know, he did some covers. His band did some covers, but his original stuff was way better. Total anti-New World Order lyrics. We got it all captured in HD footage. It will be streamed on Truth Broadcast Network once we get back to our home states and we're on live stream. And but no, man, his band called Azure Soul rocks. So check
All right,
it
this
out.
is Jeff Durkin here. We Are Change Connecticut outside in 9/11 street actions in New York City. We just got done with some great speeches by some activists in the Truth Movement, and we're here with one of them, Harry Link of truthbroadcastnetwork.com. He's going to talk about the Truth Movement, where it's going, where he thinks he sees it in the rise of the new media, and how he could buck the trend of the corporate press to media. Harry, thanks for coming out tonight.
Thanks for having me. Should I take this or?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. The deal is the mainstream media, of course, as we all know, is dying, but at the same time, we're kind of in a truth bubble. You know, people talk about, for instance, a Christian bubble where, okay, all you do is talk to your Christian friends, this, that, and the other thing. And that's in the real world where it's like, okay, you make those decisions. But we're in like a truth bubble, which is virtual. It's online where they control who sees what. And so that's one of our biggest problems. So breaking outside of the truth bubble, real world and online, is crucial. And, you know, I'm not plugging my network. I'm not going to say nothing about it. But anytime you post, you need to post to an outside website, not to Facebook, and then share it on Facebook. Because it will not be seen by anybody outside Facebook if all you do is put it on Facebook. And Facebook was designed specifically to compartmentalize information. Everybody's got to realize that. You've got to understand it. Compartmentalization of information allows you to think that your information's getting out, but really it's not. And that's one of the main things that's holding us back right now. Now, as we get, you know, better with the technology, and of course, Jeff, you're streaming right now, probably also recording HD, I don't know, but you know, we're getting more capabilities. We're getting better. But at the same time, if all we do is post it on Ustream, if all we do is put it on YouTube, you know, I mean, I've had, I don't know how many broadcasts shut down because, oh, that's a copyright violation because I put a little bit of somebody else's music on there. And, you know, it's an evolving process, but we've got to perfect our methods of making sure our information goes out there and it sticks and it's visible to everyone. So we have a lot of great people working in a lot of directions on that, and you're one of them. And I thank you for that. And, of course, We Are Change Connecticut. Okay, I'll give this back to you now.
Well, definitely. I mean, we could all do our own little part here as an individual. Anybody watching it now, you have more power than you think, as Gabe mentioned in that wonderful speech he just made about that, talking about being a leader in your own right, not looking up to somebody else as a leader, then saying you have no power, then you're not a leader. You have the power as a leader to do whatever you want. It's up to you, your limits to what you can do based on whether you want to do media or camera or cover events, because all you need is that, and you could send it out to people like on either your network or YouTube or whatever, and get that audience and get that attention, because they want you to think that you're in this box and you don't have power and you only get it from them. You have to put it back on you, saying, I have the power, not you to control what I see or what I hear. You could do that. You could change the way people look at the news and how people look at 9/11 or anything else going on in the world today. I just want your comment on that and elaborate if you want.
Yeah, I could not agree more with that. You know, a lot of people see us just because we're on a YouTube clip or we're on a stream, and they think, you know, like we were born this way. I was born with a bullhorn, you know what I'm saying? When I came out of my all right, whatever, but no, man, I wasn't even doing it. I wasn't even awake 10 years ago, okay? It's a matter of waking up, and a lot of people, oh, I saw this documentary, I heard Alex Jones, and then you got to be infuriated enough with what's going on to say, I'm not just going to watch this passively, I'm going to do something. And then you start, you know, and, you know, sometimes you got a bullhorn in one hand, a camera in the other hand. You're like, am I going to point the camera at somebody else, or should I be broadcast pointing me? And you go through this, you know, turmoil, this confusion. And eventually most people settle in on, well, you know, like Luke Rudkowski, he likes to do the streaming specifically and only. And he almost never goes in front of the camera. Where other people, they're a broadcaster or whatever. And you almost have to go through that period. But a lot of people, they get up to it, they get close to it, and then they get oh, nobody really cares what I have to say, or no, we care what you have to say. And in fact, us out here, we activists, we need the feedback. And in fact, you know, it makes us, okay, people are listening, people are thinking, we are affecting, you know, change. And that's what it's all about, you know, not to, you know, affiliate myself with any organization, but we need feedback, and we need other people stepping up, because look, you know, Craig Fitzgerald, for instance, he's, you know, becoming less active in We Are Change, deservedly so. You know, he has done so much. And we've always got to have that new blood coming in, regardless of age. We've got to have new people fill in the gaps faster, much faster than the older people end up retiring or, frankly, being killed off, because that does happen. And that is crucial. So don't ever look up to an activist or follow an activist. Become an activist in any and every way that you can.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. When you go back to that position, when you talk to people about 9/11 or something like that, you can remember that we were in that position too. We didn't know what was going on in the world, and we saw a documentary or somebody gave us a flyer and saying that it can be done. It's not when you get discouraged after a few times saying, oh, nobody's taking my flyers and I'm getting discouraged. You have to keep going, otherwise that's what they want you to quit and not continue. It's all about keep pushing forward your activism, whether it's videos or, like you said, Harry, streaming or whatever. It's up to you to find what you want to do and then carry it out to different people, and then just go with it, your own decision. I mean, most everyone's just going on the fly here. We're not planning anything or something else like that, you know? Just like myself or you or anybody else here tonight. So it just goes on, and I want you to comment on that and whatever else you think for wrapping it up.
Absolutely. You know, we are not planned. I mean, you could pan around the room here real quick and show people what's really going on. I mean, does it look like anybody's got a plan here? No, man, we're just flying by the seat of our pants and trying to bring what we can home to you, encourage you to get things going on too. You know, and we constantly face that disappointment, that, frankly, that rejection of putting our arm out, handing somebody a flyer, and they look at us like, they usually just look away like, oh, I can't look at that. Like, they were taught, don't talk to strangers. I mean, you know, but you got to go through that over and over and over. And then when that one person listens, when that one person, you know, takes your flyer, or when that one young girl calls into your show and says, yeah, but I'm drinking all the fluoride too, and I'm waking up, so it's not working. That shit will make your fucking week. I'm out for now. Death to the New World Order. And thank you, Jeff.